Hi, welcome to LP Master 6. Well, we are in World 8. Kind of an awkward world to start a video on, but hey. Oh, yes. Okay. For those who are not sure about this, you don't want to hit any of the ones after that because I think 2 or 3 after the super mushroom is a poison mushroom. And they cannot coexist. Whenever you spawn a super mushroom when there's a poison mushroom, the one that existed first will despawn. Oh god. Oh god. No! Okay. Yeah, no! At least we got to watch him die and suffer. So that's nice. Jeez, Luigi and your slippery shoes. One thing I will say, no version of the original Mario 1 has the skidding sound effect. We could thank the lost levels for that being in every game from this point onward. Is this a mush? No, it's coins. We can get some coins. We can rack up some lives. I'm really sad I got a game over. I thought it was going to happen, but now at this point I've had several. Very disenchanting, disheartening. Zooey-ma. We are gonna... I love how the level like icons make you terrified, because in Mario 1 it's like, oh, 2 Goombas, or a Goomba and a Koopa. It's not scary at all, but they pack the entire image with enemies, and they include Hammer Brothers and Buzzy Beetles. Buzzle Beetles? That sounds like a good enemy name, Nintendo. You better take note. I don't know why I even tried that. Ooh. I thought for years that Sir Mix-a-Lot actually had a good, like, nice, non-misogynistic view of women's body images, but I didn't realize he was talking about the hourglass figure. I just paid attention to the line, well, Cosmo says you're fat. Well, I ain't down with that, you know, and I thought, oh, well, so he's like into fat women, and he's saying, yeah, you go, girl. Like, god damn it. Okay, you know what? We got time. For those who don't know, if you try to jump on that Koopa and hit that block, you will go through the Koopa because you're invincible. And if you go past the Koopa, the level loops. Which I will not show you, I guess. But this. Like, this looks cool in the original. I think this does look cooler here. This little screen. The flagpole in the clouds. Honestly, I always get this urge. It's actually my OCPD. Which, disclaimer, I am not technically diagnosed with. It is self-diagnosed, and I do not advise self-diagnosis. But I am vaguely trained on how to use the DSM. Not that it's hard, but you really have to get a second opinion. You can't... If you diagnose yourself, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I have that. And even when you're doing it with a therapist, like, I don't... That's sketchy. I feel like that's a warp zone backwards. I'm not taking that just in case. Because there are backwards warp zones in this game. And so you either have to, like... They're not so harsh either anymore, which kind of makes me sad, honestly, because that's funny. That is, like, extra brutal. That was dumb. But, like, you either have to run the timeout and lose your life, or you have to go backwards and do an entire, like, extra world all over again. Or sometimes, like, I think there's a warp in World 3 that warps you back to World 1. And that's the most brutal thing ever. Actually, it's not the worst. Oh, please. 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 But our first game series that Drew and I recorded, he wants to record twice a week. Now, my schedule does not permit that, so I don't know what our upload schedule is going to be like or anything, but I'm excited. First game's going to be Persona 1, since I let him decide the first game. And we're swapping the controller every so often on that one. He's never actually finished Persona 1, so interesting stuff. I usually try to talk about what happens in between my videos as stuff to talk about, or I talk about the first thing that comes to my head, but this is what happens when I record past 8 p.m. My brain's dead. Like, it's dead. It turns itself off. Kind of like somebody who looks at feces. Oh, unless you have a fecal fetish. Scat fetish, that's what it's called. It really upsets me because I like scat music, and like Scatman John is one of the most pure, kid-friendly musicians out there, I think, that's not strictly a kid's musician, who makes actually good music. Well, not makes, he's dead. He made good music. He was such a pure-hearted soul, and when people hear scat these days, they're like, oh, shit porn. Like, oh, come on. Like, way to disgrace this man's name. I did it again. Oops. It's just like that phenomenon where if you pay a ticket to see a stand-up comedian, you're going to like it more than if you are watching it at home. Because since I'm talking and trying to have an audience, I feel like I'm with people, I guess, and so I'm more likely to laugh. Kind of like if you're, you talk to yourself. Like, I do this a lot, and I know my friend Galen does this a lot. My wife does this a lot, too, actually. She does a lot of interesting things, though, so I don't know if it counts. Where, if you're in a room with somebody, and why the fuck did I do it 3 times in a row? Or if you're in a room with somebody, you're going to comment on what you're doing and talk to yourself, but you won't do it if you're literally just by yourself? I always thought that was interesting. Okay. I wish there was Sky music. Like, I wish they had added more music to the game. I think that would have been cool. But it's okay. I'm not upset. So Nintendo, if you're hearing this, Miyamoto, wait, is it Tekuza or Tezuka? I'm pretty sure it's Tezuka. Yeah, Takashi Tezuka, the man who is a genius level designer and designed most of this game, and a good 50% of the original Super Mario Brothers levels, at least, I think. Yeah, I don't want you to cry, Mr. Tekuza. No, Tekuza is where I'd said it backwards constantly in my old videos. Oops. Also, I'd like to issue an apology to everyone for, in my old golf videos where, Cole and I did a stupid little, conversation about how, Satoru Iwata was going to come back from the dead and rain golf balls down on all Americans because they cannot comprehend golf games well enough, like they should, or something like that. He was a great man. A very great man. Did the Hammer Brother not spawn? I'm cool with that. Unlike Sir Mix-a-Lot's opinion on girls being fat. Just so everybody knows. I didn't think World 8 of any Mario game could take me this long. That's a joke. There's games that actually have substantial length later in the series. Okay, actually, honestly, this is one of the longer early games. This is about as long as Super Mario World if you suck. What the hell is wrong with me? Should I cut to when I do it. Because I see ledge, I think I have to build up jump. And then I die. Whew. Thank God. Okay. See, I keep slowing down here, mostly, like, not even because I should, but mostly because I think this is it, this is the jump. Here we go. Finally. Oh yeah, I forgot it does this. Gives you some running room. Oh my God. Finally. Okay. Now, 8-4, one of my favorite Mario levels of all time. Well, actually, yeah. Yeah, this rendition is absolutely one of my favorites. If not my favorite Bowser's Castle. Like, I think it's a wonderful culmination. Yep, okay. Thought so, just wanted to make sure. It's a wonderful culmination of all the ridiculous gameplay elements. And I think the difficulty curve is... It's honestly pretty good. It doesn't start off, you know, too ridiculous. But it does ramp up. And it stays harder. Which is honestly pretty intense. And remember, these aren't even the hardest Mario levels out there. Like, the hardest level in this game is not the hardest Mario level, so... Mario fans who are looking to 100% the series are in for a treat. And by that, I mean myself, in particular. But some of the more notorious, like, hard levels, or more notoriously hard levels, I feel like I'm really good at. Probably because I've played them so many times. But that is not to say that I'm not going to die a bunch on them. But like I said, I have beaten this game without dying. I got to where I could, like, do a perfect speedrun of this level. Not really perfect, but, you know. Oh my God. I'm going to fail the jump. I know I am. I always do it the first try playing the game. I always fail that jump, I feel like. Usually. That one, not so much, but oh well. See, that's the good thing about the new game over system. I would have screamed in rage had that been where I had to get a game over and go back to 8-1. Here we go, here we go. No, don't start singing Boom Boom Pow again. I used to do that a lot in my old videos. Certain songs just do not leave my head. I've been listening to a surprising amount of Paul Simon lately. I have 4 songs featuring Paul Simon in my playlist. That's crazy. My playlist has gotten to 200 hours. It is a playlist of every song I have ever downloaded or added, you know, or like added to a streaming playlist ever. It's a Spotify playlist for my entire life in order. Yeah, okay. Oops. At least I got the mushroom and tanked the hit. I'm grateful. Yes, yes, I love the bloopers in the castles. Ooga booga. Add a laugh track to that one, I don't know what's actually funny when people die. Like, I don't do any of that on purpose. I just let stuff roll out of my mouth. But people think it is so funny. Still, these days, right? When you scream, like, oh, I died, or I got a jump scare, ah! And then, millions of views, millions of dollars. It's frustrating. I try to stay back to the olden golden days, personally. The Nintendo Capri Sun, Proton John, vlog-like days, bare bones editing. You know, because I thought about swapping to Adobe Premiere, but I honestly don't understand it. I think it's part of my aesthetic to stay and stick with Windows Movie Maker, because You know, it just reminds me of the good old days. There's no need for the flashy stuff. The only thing I'll ever really want to add is more than one audio track at once, which honestly I don't really usually have to do anymore, especially now that I save the video and audio as one file. I forgot that's a maze until right before I made the jump. Oh my god. Woo! Also, putting a picture on the screen would be nice. And would look better than just my shitty little text. That, I really like that, how it forces you to run across the moving lift onto smaller, one block wide platforms. Also, this hallway is just so daunting. Can you imagine? Like, Luigi gets to the very end of Bowser's castle almost, and he's like, oh, Bowser's in the next room, I can feel it, and just, he smacks his head on the wall and falls in the lava and dies. Not only does he get a horrible concussion and headache, but he gets to experience this torment. Did I go in the pipe? No. Why didn't I go in the pipe? Oops. My bad. And yippee! Yuppoo! Yahoo! Okay. We did it! Hey, I see. That's another thing I would say in my old videos. This is a blast to the past. Like my fragment of fashion is a blast to the past of the. I don't know. I wrote a rap song with those lines years ago. Not that great. I wish I liked rap music more. I think I'm good at writing it now, but I rarely do it because A, I never have inspiration, B, it takes so much time to do and it's not worth it, C, I don't even like rap music. Very much. Do like some rap music. I still listen to a lot of the Golden Age Eminem songs a lot, and even some of the shittier ones just to laugh at how bad they are or enjoy the nostalgia of when I liked them. Or some of the bad on purpose songs like Fack and Rain Man. But also I really like R.A. the Rugged Man, Hobson's first 3 albums. Finally, thank God. I was so scared I was gonna fall in the lava that time. And here we go. This is the #1 thing, or the first thing I do not like. In the original, that's Blue Bowser, Bowser's brother. They just make him look like a regular Bowser, and when you kill him, he dies. That's still Bowser's brother. He's just not blue anymore. Why? Why couldn't you make him blue? I love how they put this Buzzy Beetle here that you're likely to get hit by and then get really frustrated because you get hit by a stupid Buzzy Beetle. Here we go! Final battle with Bowser. We did it. And here is the ending. Just like Mario 1, you'll get a Super Mushroom if you don't already have the Super Form or the Fire Form. Oh, and see. Okay, so it's not exactly romantic implications, right? Because she's doing it to Mario and Luigi. Now, unless Peach is a floozy, a sloozy, a slut, a whoremonger, the whore of Babylon, I don't think she exactly has romantic implications here. More on that later, though. Oh, I should have saved and quit. Oh well, we'll do World 9 as Luigi. That's cool. Oh, and they say now try a more difficult quest. They don't say thanks for not warping. Here you go. So not only do they not make Bowser's brother blue in the remake, they make it look underwater. They don't make it look like a glitch world. That was the whole point of World 9. Your reward for beating this hard-ass game without warping was that you got to play like this cool Minus World reference, a glitch world, an overworld level with underwater physics, where you swim on the ground and in the sky. And now they added water to it. Why? Why, Miyamoto? I'm pretty sure that was your idea in the first place. I mean, it's still cool and satisfying. It's just, I love the look of World 9 in the original version of the game. Because it's one of my favorite worlds in Mario. One of my favorite levels. 4 of my favorite levels, honestly. Well, 3. But at least they kept the underground flagpole. That's good enough for me. And that's pretty much my last complaint with the Lost Levels port. That and, you know... Oh, they don't bring you down to 1 life. Or do they? Did I get a 1-up there? I don't think I did. But... Okay, so in the original, you get a game over on World 9, it's over. You didn't beat World 9, you suck. In this version, you reach World 9, you unlock World 9. It's permanently on your level select. As long as you never delete your save file, you can access World 9 at any time and prove that you did it. So that's cool, because in like the other games, if you warp, you know, between worlds, you still... Oh, no you don't, actually... So there is proof that you 100% the game in All-Stars on your save files, because if you don't unlock all the worlds, you don't have them there. Of course, this doesn't work for Mario 3, but hey, or Mario 1, because you can warp ahead 1 world at a time in some cases. But, oh, I think I should have cut it here. Nah, we'll do World 9 and cut it. This is my favorite level, probably in the game. No, I'd say World 8-4 is, but... I love that they did bring unique graphics. They colored this brown for some reason. This weird brown color. So, they did do this level justice. I think this level's cooler. Yeah, we'll do the Coin Heaven. Why not? I don't think we've done a Coin Heaven in the Lost Levels yet. It's so funny how remakes of games can induce nostalgia. Like, they play off the nostalgia of the original in most cases, but, like, then you develop nostalgia for the original and the remake. Oh yeah. I showed you in my original Let's Play. Oh, if you go in that pipe, you end up back in the same Coin Heaven, by the way. In my original version of the Let's Play, I showed you that you go up there, you get stuck. Now you don't have to beat that false Bowser. Actually, no, that's also Bowser's brother in the Lost Levels, I think. It's not real Bowser story-wise, even though you could, I wouldn't consider World 9 canon or the bonus world. But here's our little cast of characters. We get a cast of all our enemies, and now I can read this. I couldn't read it the original time I played the game. I knew what it said, though. A-ri-ga-to exclamation mark. Thank you. And voila. And another change, probably the final important change to bring up. You go straight to World A. Worlds A through D are unlocked just by beating World 8 or 9. And that's pretty neat, because in the original version you had to beat the game 8 times and there was not even an indication that Worlds A through D existed. So bizarre why they did that. They probably put it in Japanese magazines to advertise it, but still. Alright, I'm going to see you guys next time for World A. I love you guys.